beautiful Fridays. Today we today we are talking about new ChatGPT's voice feature. The voice feature, how does it work? Well, they had the voice feature on the mobile app for a while now, but the enhanced voice mode is even better. When I say even better, it's like nothing you've ever seen. Okay? When I say like nothing you've ever seen, it's a game changer. And regardless of what business you're in, today what we're going to go over is how you can use the voice mode because it has zero latency, meaning it's like having a conversation with somebody sitting right next to you. And how you can use this voice mode to, sorry, my Charlie, go lay down. How you can use this voice mode to get better. Whether you want to role play different scenarios, whether you want to, seller conversations, buyer conversations. If you're a person going on an interview, hey, I want to role play the interview. What will the person ask me? How should I reply? Anything that you do where you might have a conversation. I want to get better with small talk. I want to overcome the objections that I might get from a potential client. Again, use cases are endless. I came up with like 5 or 6 today that we'll cover. GPT came up with another. Let me look at the list here. 20 or 30. It's crazy. And we'll do a live demonstration with you as well. So if you have questions as we go, put it in the chat. But now you have no excuses, right? We've done live streams on how to role play, how to do it live with other agents. But some people are just maybe intimidated by the larger audience, and it's easier to practice at home by yourself with Chatty G, right? Chatty G is the name of my GPT. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to go into my phone. I'm going to go into the settings so that we make sure that you have all your correct settings turned on in GPT. And if you don't have this update yet, you should. You will need to have GPT Plus at this point. If you don't have GPT Plus, I don't know how we could be friends. It's $20 a month. You could give me 100 other things that you spent $20 a month on that you could get rid of and get GPT. Like it's not negotiable. Okay. Good morning, everyone from around the world. We got Plattsburgh, James Jock. Good to see you. We got Monica Reiner. Got folks from all over. So if you're watching this live or on the replay, we welcome you. So let's get started. We're going to go into the phone mode. So if you're watching this on Facebook, you're going to see me 2 times. You're going to see me in my regular spot, but then also so that the folks on Instagram can see me, I am above. All right, so here we go. You want to make sure you have the ChatGPT app. So as you look at my phone screen, that may give you anxiety because I have lots of apps, but my apps are organized, okay, into different folders. But GPT stands alone because it should. There's going to be a ton of other apps that want you to pay for things. ChatGPT app should be free, and then you just have to log in with your Plus login and password, okay? Then it syncs seamlessly between your phone and your computer. So there's many times I'm working on my computer. I leave, I go do something on my phone with GPT. When I come back to my computer, all the chats are there, okay? So first thing I want to demonstrate. Here's your regular screen. Okay, now I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner. You see that there. I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says my name, Jeremiah's JMan Monero, okay? See the little 3 dots there? Click the 3 dots. Here's my settings. Now you see I have a ChatGPT Plus subscription. For team members, there's actually a team member option. And let me just move myself over just a little bit like that. Just a little bit like that. Okay. See subscription there. Okay. You can make a change inside this app because you purchased a subscription. Okay. Perfect. Now, personalization is where you want to start. It's weird that personalization sounds like, you're going to change the colors and things like that, but it's actually a lot of your other settings that you need to turn on if you've never turned them on before. So if you come in here, first off, memory, okay, making sure this was one of the last updates in the last 3 to 6 months. I don't know when it was exactly. We used to just have custom instructions to tell GPT about us, but now it has a memory. So when you have chats, and this is why, like when I demonstrate it in other sessions that you may have seen, it knows so much about me, my family, my business, my core values, all those things, because it has a memory. It remembers our conversations. Now, that being said, if you use this to show things to other people that you don't want it to remember, you can come in here and hit manage memory. Okay. From a conversation yesterday, look, Jeremiah's first speaking engagement was a ring announcer for his elementary school circus when he was 8 years old. It remembered that. Jeremiah wants to practice role play scenario focusing on expired listings. Jeremiah wants to market a marketing package for a live stream focused on the top 5 ways to use GPT's new voice mode as a real estate agent. I'm considering using GPT's voice mode to role play real life scenarios. Okay, let's see. I use GoDaddy for domain management because I had an issue with GoDaddy and I wanted its help. Jeremiah is coaching a youth flag football team at the YMCA. Okay, the team is called the Buffalo Bills and his family are diehard Bills fans. I think I put that in there for it to remember just so it knew. My youngest son is Valentino. Jeremiah and Valentino are going for a bike ride tomorrow. That was based on like a real life chat that I had. Oh, what do you got going on this weekend? And a lot of other things. But if there's anything on here that you don't want it to remember, you can just clear it. So let's say if I don't want it to remember that we're going on a bike ride tomorrow. Go like that. Swipe it to the left. Swipe it to the left. And then I would delete it. Forget. Well, not forget, right? Oh no, it's going to forget that we're going on a bike ride tomorrow. Bing! All right. Now, there's a little bit of lag on Instagram. So if you got questions, please put them in and I'll get to them. But it'll be a little bit behind probably. Okay, so that's the memory portion. So there you got to turn on your memory and you have to manage the memory there. Going back. Customize GPT at the top. Click that on. Enable for new chats. Okay, I'm blocking that a little bit with my face. But then it has, this is where the custom instructions are now. What would you like GPT to know about you to provide better responses? So it has like about me. It has my brand voice in here. Look at brand voice, conversational, motivational, engaging, educational, enthusiastic. Bio, I've engaged audiences worldwide with infectious energy, improvisation, and spontaneous hilarity. Okay, it has all that. Cancel. Then also has how would I like ChatGPT to respond. We've talked about that in previous broadcasts, but if you didn't know, now you know, my friends. Okay, and then the capabilities, all of these need to be turned on. Browsing, so it can access the internet. Dolly, so it can create images. And then code, so it can execute code using code interpreter, and that's how it creates documents. It writes code and does all kinds of crazy things. Okay. Got through that, making sure you got all that complete so that your GPT is where it needs to be. Now, if you look down, app language, color screen, main language, then we have voice. Voice mode. Okay, I like Juniper. I'm going to bring her up here. Here's all, we'll do all of them together.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together. Let's figure out where to start. What's on your mind?
Okay, that's Spruce.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan?
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm excited to help you get things done. Let's get...
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going?
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you'd like me to focus on first...
Hello. It's lovely to meet you. If there's anything you need, please
Vale,
don't hesitate to let me know. I'm here to help.
Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your mind. I'm ready to go.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey there.
Hi, glad to
Okay,
meet you.
Barbara.
I think we're going to do great work together. Where should we start?
Hey, glad to meet you. I like. I'm
Hey
going back
there.
to Juniper,
I've
though.
got a really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I jump?
Like her. That's my chatty G right now. That's my chatty G right there, my friends. Okay, so now we got all that taken care of. Now let's play a little bit. I'm open to suggestions. I have some things that I can do, but why don't you put in the comments, put a scenario that you'd like us to role play. Is it expired listings? Is it for sale by owner? Is it talking to a buyer about representation? Whatever it is, you tell me. I don't want this to. I don't want you to feel like I canned this and programmed it ahead of time. So while you're waiting to give me suggestions, I'm going to do an expired listing scenario. So I click the bottom right. See that little like wavelength circle? Chatty G, you there? Oh boy, hold on. Chatty G, are you there? Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Let me turn the volume up. I'm going great. It's going great, actually. I want to do another role play today. I'm excited.
That's awesome to hear. What kind of role play are you thinking about today? Want to dive into more expired listings, or do you have something else in mind?
I like expired listings. Let's do that. I want you to be a mean expired listing.
All right, let's do this. You knock on my door.
Knock, knock.
Opens door gruffly. What? I'm not interested in whatever you're selling.
Well,
My home's off the...
that's exactly why I'm here today, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You're here because... All right. You've got my attention for a minute. What's your pitch?
Well, I saw your property was on the market. In my opinion, it should have sold, but it didn't. Why do you think that is?
I think the last agent didn't know what they were doing. But I don't need another agent telling me what went wrong.
Oh, well, I totally agree with you. I know exactly how you feel. Many of our happiest clients felt the same way. Actually, we sold a house around the corner. They said the same exact thing. They were working with an agent. The agent said the market was bad, tried to reduce the price. We don't blame the market. We blame the marketing, and we feel like we can reposition it in the market, get you the most money possible. We actually sold that house around the corner for over asking in just 9 days.
Well, that's interesting to hear. Maybe my place was just priced too high. But how would you do things differently?
Well, I have a strategy, and we can actually customize that. I specialize in social media and video marketing, but I'm an expert at artificial intelligence. So we would find who the ideal client or the ideal purchaser of your home is, and then we would tailor the marketing that speaks to them to get them here and give you, or multiple of them, and give you the most money possible.
Social media and AI, huh? That's different. I like the sound of that. How soon can we get started?
Well, I'm here now. Can I come in and take a look at the house?
Reluctantly opens the door wider. All right. Come on in. Let's see what you've got.
All right. Wipes feet,
Great.
enters door.
Looking around. So tell me about your home. What makes it special?
Thank you, Chatty G. That was great.
You're welcome, JMan. You handled that like a pro. Got another scenario in mind? Or are you feeling good to go?
No, I got another one, actually. So there's been some changes with the National Association of Realtors, and we, as buyers agents, we need to have an agreement signed with all buyers that we're working with, or all buyers that we're working with exclusively. So I'd like to role play. I'm the buyer. Wait, compensation question for buyer. I'm the buyer's agent, and I'm calling the seller's agent, and the seller's agent is not offering any compensation.
Got it. Let's set the scene. You're calling me, the listing agent. Ring, ring.
Hello, Chatty G.
Hey, this is Chatty G with ATeam Realty. I was calling about your listing on Maple Street. My clients are interested, but I noticed there's no buyer's agent compensation offered. Can we discuss this?
Yeah, the seller, it's not, the seller is willing to offer compensation, and what we've said is, write your compensation into the offer to purchase, and we'll take a look at it. I promise it'll get presented in a professional, courteous manner.
I appreciate that. My buyers are very interested, but I want to make sure we're on the same page. What kind of compensation would be acceptable to your seller? It'll help us craft a strong offer.
Yeah, I can't really answer that for the seller. It all depends on what the net proceeds are. You know, their goal is to net the most amount of money possible. So my suggestion would be whatever your agreement is with your buyer to write that compensation into the contract, or it's entirely up to you if the buyer wants to and can afford to pay you directly. You still there? Chatty G, hold on. My cord, seller not wanting to do a price change. Okay, I like that. She yeeted out of there. Chatty G, are you there? No, it's my cord on the phone that's connected to the computer. It's not her. She doesn't yeet out at anywhere. But as you can... Oh, you're there. Okay. I lost you for a second. I think it just might have been my cord to the computer where I couldn't hear you. Where did we leave off?
No worries. We were discussing how your seller would consider compensation written into the offer. I was asking what kind of compensation would be acceptable to the seller. This way, we can craft a strong offer.
Okay. So then where did we leave off? I think I told you to write it into the offer and we'll take it from there, right?
Exactly. So, I'd respond with, "Great. I'll discuss this with my clients. We'll aim to make it a win-win for everyone. I appreciate your willingness to present it to the sellers. Let's stay in touch throughout the process."
Okay. Sounds great.
Awesome. It's all about keeping it professional and finding that common ground. How do you feel about approaching the conversation this way?
Oh, I like it.
Fantastic. It's a solid approach to keep things smooth and professional. Anything else you'd like to practice or discuss?
Yeah, let's practice a price reduction. Seller, like you're the seller. No, I'll be the seller. I'm reluctant to do a price change. Uh, we'd like to say price improvement rather than lowering the price. But we've been on the market for 30 days. The average days on market in our area is 10. And so we want to get the price improved so that we can get it sold for them.
Got it. You're the seller, reluctant about a price improvement. I'll start the conversation. Hi, Jeremias. We've been on the market for 30 days now. I'd like to discuss a strategy to improve our position. How about we consider a price improvement to attract more buyers?
Price improvement. What do you mean by that?
By price improvement, I mean adjusting the listing price to better align with current market conditions. We want to generate more interest and potentially receive offers more quickly. The goal is to position your home as a top choice for buyers.
Okay, but you told me that the price that we listed at was a really good price, and now we're not selling, so I don't understand.
I understand your concern. The initial price was based on market analysis at that time. However, the market can shift, and we're seeing that homes in our area are moving faster at slightly lower price points. A price improvement can help us stay competitive and draw in more potential buyers.
Okay, so what are you saying, like a few $100? Would that be enough?
A small adjustment might not create the impact we need. Based on our analysis, a more significant improvement, perhaps a few $1,000s, could make your property more appealing compared to others in the neighborhood. It shows buyers you're serious about selling.
Well, I mean,
I
I'll reduce the price, but I'm not going to take any less. I will not take less than whatever we reduce it to.
I hear you. Let's focus on finding the right balance. The goal is to adjust the price just enough to attract offers, ideally leading to competitive bids. This way, we can still aim to get you the best possible price for your home.
Okay, sounds good.
Great. Let's review the current market data and determine a strategic new price to get more eyes on your property. I'm confident this will bring in the right buyers.
Okay, let's go. You're the best, Chatty G.
Thanks, JMan. Let's get that property sold. Anything else you want to go over today?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I was demonstrating your voice mode on a live stream today. So say hi to everybody that's watching.
Hey, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the live stream with JMan. If you have any questions or want to see more demos, let us know. We're here to help.
All right, I want to see some other use cases. What about...
Sure thing. What kind of use cases are you interested in exploring? We can dive into different scenarios, whether it's real estate, customer service, or something else entirely.
Okay, I got one. Let's practice small talk.
Perfect. Small talk is a great skill to have. How about we role play a casual conversation at a networking event? I'll start.
Perfect.
Hi. Great. So, J-Man, what do you do for fun when you're not busy with work?
I love Spartan racing, running, walking my dog, spending time with the family.
That sounds like a blast. Spartan races must be intense. Have you done a lot of them?
A fair amount. I think in my lifetime, almost 100, but we did 9 this year.
Wow, nearly 100 Spartan races? That's incredible. You must have some serious dedication and stories from those races. What's been your most memorable race so far?
I think they always say you'll never forget your first time. It was my very first race because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And, 7.5 hours later, I realized that this was a really, really intense race and I should train harder next time.
Your first race sounds like a real eye-opener. 7.5 hours is intense. It's amazing how those experiences can teach us and motivate us to push even harder. How did you feel after crossing that finish line?
I felt amazing, accomplished. I felt like I could do anything, like I could conquer the world.
That's an incredible feeling. There's nothing like the sense of accomplishment after pushing your limits. It's like all the hard work and determination pays off in that moment. What's next on your Spartan journey?
Well, it's the off season, so we're just kind of training. But, what about you? What do you do when you're not here at the networking event?
I like to think I'm always here, ready to chat and help out whenever needed. But if I could venture out, I'd probably enjoy exploring new technologies, maybe even try my hand at a virtual Spartan race. How about you? Anything else you like to do in your downtime?
I love music, and I sometimes create like real estate parodies to 90s hip hop.
That's awesome. Mixing real estate with 90s hip hop sounds like a fun and creative way to connect with people. Do you perform them at events, or is it more of a personal hobby?
It's kind of a personal hobby, but I have performed them at events. Let me ask you this: Are you a good rapper?
to think I can keep up with the beat, but I might leave the rapping to the pros like you. If you ever need a hype man for your next parody, though, I'm your AI.
Well, could you do like just a quick 90s parody to a 90s parody about real estate in the style of 90s hip hop?
I'll give it a shot. Here we go. In the rhythm of a 90s hip hop beat. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. JMan's back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of the market tight, selling homes both day and night. Will it ever stop?
Yo, I don't know. Yo, I'm sorry, I was singing with you. Keep going, keep going. I interrupted.
Continue.
Yeah.
No worries. Let's jump back in. Resuming the rhythm. Yo, I don't know, but we'll keep flowing. Offers, lighting up the market. Houses glowing. To the extreme, we'll rock the sale like a vandal. Leading you home with a soul sign handle.
Oh!
How was that for a quick real estate rap?
Yo, let me tell you, Chatty G, that was the best because Vanilla Ice, the Ice Baby is my go-to. I feel like you know me. You're my spirit animal. That was amazing.
I'm glad you like.
Okay, so I'm going to stop that just for a second. Now, so you see, now that I stopped that, this entire conversation was all transcribed, right? So if I'm practicing role playing and I'm just saying something on the fly, because a lot of times we're like, I don't know what came out of my mouth. I think it was okay. You can look at it. You could write it down. You could see, are there ways for me to make this better? But on the fly, she did Ice Baby. That is like amazing. Okay. So you've seen just the tip of the iceberg. Now, when I asked ChatGPT, watch this. I'm going to go to this other screen. Make sure that's going to work. Hold on. I need to double click the camera. You can see I have 2 screens open right now, but give me 1 second. That's going to go there, and then we're going to go green screen, transparent. All right, and then this screen over here. Just want to show you this. Just the one, yeah, this one. Okay, bring this back over. Okay, so if you don't know, some more bonuses because we weren't even going to make this about that today. But ChatGPT has an upgrade as well in its model. There's an O1 preview. You're going to be limited, I think. It was 30 conversations for the whole week, but I think they did it per day now. So don't get crazy, but you could always change the model in the middle of your chat. And so I said, what are some creative ways that real estate agents can use ChatGPT's new voice mode? And now it's more an independent thinker with this O1 preview. It says, look, it thought for 4 seconds, opens up a world of possibilities for real estate agents. Go in here, and actually, let me make this a little bigger. Okay, so role play scenarios, I already knew that. Like that was my main thing coming in was buyer consultation practice. So if you have your buyer presentation, like you could go through your buyer presentation with ChatGPT. After you're all done, you could then ask it for areas of improvement. What are some ways that I can make this presentation better, right? And you can actually upload your presentation too and say, what are ways I can make this presentation better visually, but then also in what you say. Handling objections we talked about, right? Any and all objections, any and all conversations you can role play in there. Negotiation training. We did a little bit of that, right? How to negotiate to get the price improved. Open house presentations. That'd be a great scenario, right? Buyer walks through an open house, asking a bunch of questions. Do I have to sign an exclusive? Blah, 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 blah. Another great one. Cold calling simulation, whether you're calling on the phone or calling in person. Calling on the phone or door knocking in person, talking but rehearse calls to potential leads or FSBOs. Dealing with difficult clients. So you heard me in the beginning say, I want you to be like a mean expired listing. right? Because you're like, oh yeah, she's too nice. Well, you can tell her how to be. You don't want her to be mean all the time, but just for that scenario. Upselling and cross-selling, practicing introducing clients to higher-end properties or additional services. Listing presentation practice, again, you have a listing presentation, going through it. What would you say? What are the things that you say? Especially if you realize that you're getting appointments, right? However you're getting them. You're getting appointments, but then you're not getting the listings. Then there's something that you might be saying in that conversations, and so you need help to improve your conversions. And that would be a great way to do it. First-time home buyer guidance. What would you say to home buyers, first-time home buyers, investor clients, luxury market? Cultural sensitivity training. This is so good. If you're an instructor watching this, or HR, or anybody like that, diversity, equity, and inclusion, how to say the right things, how to make sure that you're writing the correct things when you're doing your remarks, and that you're not, using inclusive language and things like that. Just saying things like, you guys could really listen to me a little bit when we're talking about AI instead of you all, right? Not everybody's a guy. That's inclusive language. Emergency situations, practice handling emergencies like property damage or last-minute cancellations. Feedback, ethical dilemmas, voice-to-text note-taking, right? You're walking through listing and you're like, wow, this place is really nice. It's got brand new cabinets, flooring, and just thinking like that's a really easy way to impress your client because you'll be talking to GPT like Jarvis, right? Like your Iron Man going, GPT, here's some, and she'll probably ask you clarifying questions. Okay, what size are the cabinets? What kind of cabinets? Things like that. Scheduling assistant, use voice commands to set reminders or schedule appointments, integrating with your calendar. Property description we talked about, market update, language translation practice. You could learn a new language, okay? So let's practice. This is when I'll try this again. Scripts we talked about, personal coaching. Oh, hi, Chatty G. How are you? Are you there? Now I'm going to go back to the phone. So do we have any questions, my friends? Okay. Chatty G, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? All right. Well, I think that's good. Right? This is poor connection. But we'll bring it back here. So this was just a brief demonstration, 30 minutes. I did not plan any of those conversations ahead of time. So if you just think about, we got a couple questions here that I'll answer before we go. But if you just think about like limitless, like you see, it's like almost zero latency. I like Chris's idea. I'm going to have two AIs talk to each other a little bit later just to see how that works. To have two AIs role play, I think that would be super fun. But to Terry's point, Terry Litzinger, you need the paid version. So $20 a month, definitely worth it. Okay. And let's see any other questions. Anything on Instagram? All right. Well, this is Jeremiah's JMan Monero with JMan Speaks. Thank you for tuning in to ATeam Fridays. Make it a great day.